What up, YouTube? Timus here. Since I'm doing my reviews for the Bond films because of No Time to Die, here's my review for pretty much the Pierce Brosnan Bond film, starting out with his debut as Bond, and that is his 1995 film Goldeneye. Now, this film is of course directed by Mark Campbell, who will later go on to direct other films. He recently put out that movie, The Asset, which I know was pretty good. The one with Sam Jackson, Maggie Hugh. He also did Green Lantern, which was alright. He did return to the franchise with Casino Royale back in 2006. So yeah, he's done some really hits and misses over the years. He did the Foreigner film with Jackie Chan, which I thought was pretty decent. He also did Edge of Darkness, Legend of Zorro, Master Zorro. So yeah, he has a bit of some hits and misses here. But anyway, now I gotta say, GoldenEye is a really good one. It was, of course, the debut of Pierce Brosnan as Bond. Following, of course, here you got Pierce Brosnan pretty much following in the footsteps of other Bond actors such as Sean Connery, Timothy Dalton, Roger Moore, George Lazenby. And Pierce Brosnan, I don't know, he really nailed it as Bond. I mean, of course, in like pretty much the 80s, he was always best known for the show Remington Steele. He was also in Mrs. Doubtfire, like a couple years prior to this film, and so it was really cool to see Pierce Brosnan take this role of James Bond perfectly. You of course have Sean Bean, who, spoiler, he does die in this. So yeah, I feel so sorry for that poor guy. He literally dies in almost every movie he's in. And believe it or not, Sean Bean was actually originally going to play Bond before. I believe he was supposed to be Bond, but was replaced by, I think, Timothy Dalton, if I'm not mistaken. So years later, pretty cool that he was able to play the villain. Which, you know what? I think, to be honest, I think Sean Bean is a better villain than a hero. I don't know why. He's always so menacing more as a villain than he is as a hero. Not because he dies, of course, but he just always has more of that menacing voice as a villain. Same actors that I feel like are better villains than heroes. Idris Elba is one of them. Gary Oldman, I find to be a better villain than a hero, to be honest with you. So yeah, but anyway, here you got you pretty much got AKA Agent Double 006, played by Sean Bean, where like this powerful satellite system falls into the hands of Sean Bean's character, whose actual name is Alex Trevelyan, who's pretty much just a former ally turned enemy. And so, like, only James Bond, played by Pierce Brosnan, can save the world from this space weapon. And so, in just like one short pause, it could pretty much destroy Earth. And Bond also squares off against his former compatriot. He also battles this assassin named Xena Atatop, played by Vomit Jameson, who's pretty much like this assassin who uses pretty much pleasure on her ultimate weapons here. I mean, yeah, pretty much before she was Liam Neeson's wife in Taken, and before she was Jean Grey in the X-Men movies, she was a Bond girl. I mean, Violet Johnson, by the way, that woman still looks pretty good, in my opinion. And I know she was pretty attractive in GoldenEye. And of course, you had some other intriguing cast members too, like Joe Don Baker ended up returning back for the Bond franchise. Isabella Scarpucco pretty much played this character named Natalia Simonova, who's like pretty much this programmer at this. Of course, you got Joe Don Baker coming back as Jack Wade, a veteran CIA officer on the same mission as Bond here. Another actor in this, you also got Hagrid himself, Robert Coltrane, who portrays the role of Valentin Skovisky, who's this Russian gangster. So, like, pretty much before he became Harry's pretty much comrade there, he was pretty much a Russian gangster. So, Hagrid as a Russian gangster, who would ever guess that? You also had Alan Cumming was also in this as this geeky computer programmer. You also had some fellow Bond actors returning, like Desmond Llewellyn return as Q. You even had Judi Dench playing the role of M. And of course, she would later go on to play the role again in other Bond films, including the Craig movie. So pretty cool there. Anyway, Goldeneye, I thought it was really cool. The action is really decent. This was, of course, also the first Bond film to not pretty much have any story with the Ian Fleming books, and the film also took place in loads of countries such as the UK, Russia, Monte Carlo, Puerto Rico, and the special effects in this was really cool. It also had some really decent soundtrack as well. Uh, like I said, some cool effects here. Uh, the music of GoldenEye was written by Bono and The Edge and was even performed by Tina Turner. So yes, Tina Turner sung a James Bond song. The movie, not to mention, the movie also has a video game. Who remembers the GoldenEye Game Boy? Come on, that game was pretty popular back in the days, you know. Uh, anyway, that aside, Pierce Brosnan definitely really embodied this role perfectly. Uh, here he of course has a license to kill once again. He's definitely was born to play the part of Bond. He has like pretty much the humor of Roger Moore. He also has like the panache of Sean Connery, and even pretty much the swag of Timothy Dalton. So he's pretty much all of them all in one, and he plays it pretty well here. Of course, him and Mark Campbell will later go on to work together again, and in that movie, The Foreigner, with Jackie Chan, which was pretty good too. So, yeah, I mean, go. Of course, Pierce Brosnan will later go on to play Bond 3 more times, which I'll get to in a bit. But that's like GoldenEye is definitely a really decent one. A great villain in Sean Bean. A great female lead with Famke Janssen. I mean, a really decent, fun Bond movie. If you guys haven't seen that. Anyway, let me lead you guys. What did you thought of the Pierce Brosnan-led Bond movie Goldeneye? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Where does it rank in your favorite Bond list? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Simon sign out.